Fellas, there's one thing you can learn about Nigerians, or learn from Nigerians, is courage. Courage of doing anything to get money. Nigerians will teach you. Nigerians will teach you get rich or die trying. Like real world. No doubt about that. Now, one thing about Nigerians in general is they don't give a continental what this is about. If it's about money, they're probably going to make it and do it and make it happen. Nigerians are known for being some of the biggest scammers in the world. Crazy stuff. I know a lot of people be here, they're going to be triggered, but it's okay. You're very welcome. We appreciate you here. We talk about the motherland. We bash each other sometimes. It hurts, and it's okay to hurt, provided that we all move to the right direction. Now, there's somebody from Nigeria that scammed Donald Trump of $250,000. Would you believe that? Crazy stuff, brother. Crazy stuff. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. My name is Zack. I don't know who you are, but you're very welcome. Here we talk about the motherland. We talk about all African countries. If you're interested, you're at the right place. Hey, we want you here. We like you here. Thank you for stopping. Click on the button, subscribe, so you can see each other every single day. We come here every single day. Nigeria, here it is on the map. One of the biggest countries in Africa. The most populous country in Africa with 220 million people. So as you would think, it's not easy. You gotta find ways to be very ingenious so you can survive. Or else food is very scarce. Not easy at all. Well, Nigerians, even though some people in Nigeria have developed skills of becoming engineers and doctors, some have become engineers and doctors in scamming. They will scam the life out of your face. Now, in the United States of America, the president has been scammed. Imagine. Now, what happened? Right after the election, okay, at the end of the year 2024, presidents usually will have donors, okay, so people that contribute to the cause of the president financially, givers, people with money. They will all contribute, hoping that America becomes what they want it to be. In this case, Democrats expecting Trump to transform America into a very strong, chasing all foreigners that are illegal and the people that are not wanted and those who do not support the country you don't name out of the country. Therefore, if you want it to happen as smoothly as you would like, you will contribute. Many Americans contribute. So in this instance, it wasn't different. Many people contributed. Now, Steve Witkoff, you heard of this man, rich guy, very wealthy, among the people Donald Trump chose to work with in this government. Steve Witkoff, co-chair of Trump 2025 inaugural committee, had an email address. And this email address was used to contact people that supporters of Trump so they can contribute money. Look at the email address. This is the official email address from Steve Witkoff. Now, a Nigerian dude somewhere in Nigeria was just watching as people were sending money to this email address. You can see this is the domain address. As he was looking at these people sending money to Donald Trump, the guy came up with an idea, but a very bad idea. What was this guy's idea? He looked at the domain name. It says at 47inaugural.com. He switched the letter. You see here, 47. This is E. It's the I minuscule, the small one. He changes the I to an L, a small L. Look at that. Look at the difference. This is the official email address at t47inaugural.com. The fake one is this one at T47, but this is a L, it's a small L. No, inaugural.com. And obviously, when you see things like this very quickly, you don't pay attention to it. And what happened, as you would imagine, he began sending emails to people he perceived as supporters of Donald Trump. And these people, obviously, when you see an email you've seen on television before that looks very similar, I mean, look at the difference. There's no difference. What do? You start sending money. So a lot of people started sending money, thinking they were sending money to Donald Trump, not knowing they were sending money to somebody stationed in the corners of Nigeria. This is insane, fellas. This is crazy. I mean, how ingenious you need to be to come up with something as crazy as this. I mean, normally, even if you were a scammer, I would think you would think of scamming small, innocent, old people, perhaps, who are with no defense. You know, you would think of scamming young kids that don't have a lot of defense. You trying to scam the president of the United States of America and succeed? No, that's another level. Now, what happened next? What happened next is the man laundered the money by sending the money to multiple crypto wallets. So he received the money from one wallet, then sent them to multiple wallets. 1 hour after receiving the money, $250. You can imagine living in Nigeria in places like this. Imagine a person living in a place like this. And all of a sudden, when he ingeniously scams the president of the United States of America of $250,000, what does he do first? He tries to scatter the money into multiple different crypto wallets. And after doing that, hoping to withdraw the money from Binance, which is a platform that's a distributor that allows you to get your money from your crypto account to cash. So the FBI was behind this person, okay? Just think about it. Somebody in Nigeria trying to scam Donald Trump. Insane. This is crazy. This is what you call social engineering plus vision deception. I mean, sometimes you get emails from Facebook, they look like Facebook, but if you read very carefully, you see something is dodgy there. You get an email from Hotmail, you must be very careful. You get an email from a bank, your bank, but if you read very carefully, you see the domain, something is tweaked to the side. That's a visual deception. You must be very careful. Now, what happens? Well, the FBI tracked the guy. They issued a subpoenas to Binance and domain registers. So Binance, a subpoenas is basically when states can ask a company to provide some very personal identifications and information. The company is obliged or bounded by law to provide the identity of the person that's been operating in the IP address. So they found this person's IP address. His first name and second name is a Nigerian man named Yeremem Agbokan, who is believed to be in Lagos, Nigeria. Now they reach out to Binance and they ask Binance to freeze about $40,000. Just imagine, out of $250,000, they were only able to recuperate $40,000. I mean, congratulations to this Nigerian scam. Don't clap your head. Come on. This is insane. I mean, if something like this can happen to a high-profile person like Donald Trump, what about you? Nigerians unfortunately hold a very negative reputation all across the world. I mean, we got to talk the truth. The bottom line is people perceive Nigerians as scammers, as money launderers, as drug dealers. Now, is this true? Well, yeah, a lot of them do these things, and it's very unfortunate that even the ones that don't do these things sometimes find themselves trapped in a situation where they have to be searched in a prolonged manner at airport. They need to be scrutinized by immigration, asking them, where are you going? When are you coming back? Who do you know? And stuff like that. And it's very sad. It's a situation. Well, some people told me that it's specific people in Nigeria. It's a specific tribe that are very focused on scamming, on stealing. They'll do anything for money. It's not all Nigerians, apparently. It's a specific tribe in Nigeria. They'll sell their mother for money. It's like a drug. Now, there are many lessons to pull from this. Number one is the courage of Nigerians. They're very, very brave. Extremely brave when it comes to money, especially. When they want to do something for money, they will do it. They will spend the time. They will learn. They will study. They will do the necessary work. They will bring the necessary tools to achieve what they want to do. And I think put aside the stealing, the taking away from people legally, having the courage and the time and the technique to make things happen, it's something everybody should learn, but legally, on a legal manner. Now, the other lesson is, why can Nigerians use the same mentality, the same bravery in Nigeria to fix the country, to make it a better place for everybody? I mean, if you would go scam other people in other places, it means things are not okay in Nigeria. I mean, people talk about Nigeria being the giant of Africa. And we ask the question, the giant of what? The giant of what? Nigeria has many problems. Boko Haram and these other herders that kill people, all these people that are supposedly Muslim people that unalive Christians every single day. Nigeria still is the country that unalives the most Christians in the world. Did you know that? Yeah, most Christians are unalive, not in Saudi Arabia, but in Nigeria. The reason why people become ingenious in a negative way, it's because of poverty and hardship. If there isn't enough resources for most of the people, they try and find some of the most funniest, weirdest way to make money. Well, is this about survival or is this about trying to be rich? I mean, survival is having just enough to buy a piece of bread and some sardines. That is survival. Looking for $250,000 from widows, from COVID vaccine, from a presidential election, that's another level of something. That is not trying to survive. That is you trying to do something else. There was a case here of drugs in Kenya where they actually found places where Mexicans came to Kenya to Mexican gangs came to Kenya to start their little hub of developing drugs. People arrested amongst them was a Nigerian. So I think there's something there that everybody needs to look at. So yeah, fellas, a Nigerian man trying to Yahoo boy. They call them Yahoo boy. This boy will do anything for money. Okay, some of them go to the witch doctors. They get preyed on. They'll do a sacrifice, bring a sheep or a freaking goat. They will pray and spread the blood on top of him so he can be invisible or successful. It's insane. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. I mean, if somebody can be as this, I mean, people would understand if you steal from the rich and give to the poor. But the bottom line is this is not the case for them. I mean, they steal from people so they can look lavish, have big cars and big houses and sleep with women. Let me know how you feel about this. Always a great pleasure. God bless.